All right. Welcome to, what is this, Thursday? Running crazy. My mind is going 900 different directions. As usual. Whoops, wrong one. Derp. Driving. Weather report with my slimy screen. Today, 40% chance of rain. I'm probably going to get wet before I get back home. We'll find out. 1 o'clock, yeah, so that's my deadline. It's 9:46 a.m. right now, so I should be able to get back. This is a close appointment that I'm going to. 88% humidity. It feels like 188% right now, let me tell you. It is thick out here. Allergy plus. It should be fairly low today, I hope. Yeah, 7.7. That's the lowest we've had in a while. We've had a little bit of rain, so it's cleared the atmosphere a bit. Wetted down all the pollen that's floating. So I'm headed out just for a short little stint over here right to 99 and I-10 to a customer site, and should only take about maybe an hour, 2 hours, something like that. I'm hoping. Trying to catch up on all the work, all the video editing, all that, and other projects that have popped up of late. So I had a really interesting visit from a world traveler yesterday. What was it? Day before yesterday. So Tuesday into Wednesday. Tom on a Budget stopped by. He's on his tour around the United States and then down into South America eventually. And he contacted me several weeks ago asking if our schedules coincided with each other. Would it be possible to stop by and meet? I said, well, absolutely. I'd be honored to have you here. So we arranged the timing, and he rode through, I can't remember where he was just before he came here, but it's free camping, whatever, about 80 miles from here. And then he rolled through Katy about noon or 1 o'clock on Tuesday. And what he thought was just going to be a short stop in, say howdy, I'm Tom. we got to talking. We had a great time. I thought about recording it and doing kind of an interview style layout, but we were having such a good time with candid conversation, I thought, why ruin it? So I did get a couple of little snippets here and there, just of our adventures that we were having in my driveway and in the garage. He was about to head out in the late afternoon and noticed that his tire was low, and this was a recurring theme. He had had problems with it, going low on him a little bit the last couple days. And I said, well, let's check that. You might as well do it here. You've got the convenience of a garage, and you're not sitting on the side of the road, so let's fix that. And it was a good thing that we did, because he had 2 holes in his rear tube. We tried patching one, and the patch didn't hold, and then we thought we got it sorted, or I say we loosely. I was just the cheerleader. I didn't do squat. He did it all. And we were tanking the tube, dunking it in water to see if we could find leaks, and we found another one. Found the hole.
There's a hole in here.
Let's put it back in the water. I want to see it. I want to see it bubble.
Let's have a look. There she is.
Yep, got a thorn hole. That's what was doing it.
That's from my...
So I was like, all right, well, we got to put another tube in this thing, and I had a spare. I said, here you go, just use this one. But it developed a couple of holes on the way in. I got pinched, so yeah, unfortunate. He ended up going back to his old heavy-duty tubes. He had a spare, and we just made an afternoon of it, wrenching on his bike and patching those 2 tubes that he had. And he stayed overnight, slept on my sofa. We had a good talk, had some dinner, had all kinds of fun, chatting. And then he got on his way yesterday morning about 11 o'clock. So if you haven't checked out Tom on a Budget, he's got a YouTube channel as that name, and he's also on Facebook and Instagram, same name. So go check out his adventures. He is a true world traveler. People think that I'm hardcore, but man, he's hardcore on a whole new level. That guy is living the life on the road completely, 100%. He's just on the road. He has no domicile, no residence. He's rolling on the Honda Wave 125 that he purchased in Thailand, I believe. That's what he said. Oh, guy's got to be in my lap. Are you going? If you're going, you better go. I can't wait for you forever, dude. All right, I ain't waiting. I have somebody else run me over. So he lived in Thailand a while and moved to Australia, and he imported his Thai Wave 125 to Australia as a resident, and then he has shipped that thing to various countries and done, you know, crazy across the world tours and all that. And this latest iteration of his trip, he's traveling the continental United States. He shipped from somewhere, Europe, to Canada, and then he is riding a road from Canada down through Utah, then Texas, and then he's headed up to Washington. I don't know if it was Washington or Washington, D.C., but then from there back down through South America, and he's going to Argentina. So quite the trip. You should follow him on Facebook. He's more active over there, so it's neat to meet somebody who's that dedicated and is just, you know, true nomad. Really cool. He lived that life in Australia as well, doing overlanding in I can't remember what he said, a high ace, I think, is what he was traveling the country in. So that's really cool. If I were footloose and fancy free, I would probably do the same, but I have domestic commitments. I've got a lot of anchors at home here, family and property and all that, so I don't know. Eventually, maybe if I ever retire, I will live a similar lifestyle, but probably not here. It's a little too expensive to do that here full-time. My wife and I have always considered going to Brazil for retirement. The economy and the politics there suck right now, but hopefully things will improve in a few years, and maybe we'll consider that option. Just move there and travel around. She probably won't go with me on a lot of those cross-country tours and things like that, but we'll see. We'll just it's still a possibility. It has not been ruled out. So Tom is very intimately familiar with the powertrain on these. The Wave 125 was the donor machine as far as the engine codes and technology and everything that gave rise to the modern Grom, and then the Super Cub and the Trail 125 and all that. They all share the same powertrain. Now the Grom obviously has the manual transmission. Used to be 4-speed, now it's 5-speed, but the original powertrain is the 4-speed semi-automatic clutch, semi-automatic transmission. So he's very familiar with it. So it was funny when I started mine up, let him ride this around in the CT125 around the neighborhood. As soon as I started it up, he said, "Oh yeah, I can hear that cam chain's a little noisy." Yep, I need to replace that tensioner and little idler wheel in there. It's not a hard job. I just have to pull the plastics and all the stuff off of it. You gotta get the leg shield out of there, and you can do it with the engine still in the frame. If you're doing other work, it's probably easier just to drop the whole motor out of it, but I'll pull the jug on this one and on the one at the warehouse, Adrian's C125, and I'll do the timing sets on it, and I'll probably do the 143cc kit on the other one, the second one, just to try that out. Tom has just absolute tons of miles on his. Almost, I think he's got 100,000 miles on it, and it was rebuilt at, he said, 80,000 kilometers or something like that. So, you know, 55,000 miles or whatever that works out to, and then now he's got another 30,000 miles beyond that on it. So, woo! Do a quick on and off here, save myself a couple lights. I'm out running a Tesla. Come on, people, it's a merge. It means get up to speed before you're on the highway. Oh my God, 40 miles an hour, 45 on the highway? Come on, really? Oh yeah, the guy in the front of this Tesla does not need to be on the highway. Rules of the road, man. Rules of the road. Of course, here I am breaking the rules of the road with a 125 on the highway, but, you know, that's beside the point. I'm outrunning those monkeys. I'm outrunning another Tesla. There was a friend of ours that grew up with in high school, Matt. I won't give his last name just in case, but yeah, anyway. So Matt drove this absolute box Toyota Corolla that was sideswiped and damaged and just absolutely beat to shit. It was his first car given to him by his family, and he would always race everything on the road. That car lived full throttle all the time. I mean, he would love shift it, you know, slam gears. He absolutely abused that thing. But the funny thing was he was always racing everything, you know, way out of his league. He would race it. And it's kind of like WWF wrestling, how everything is staged and fake. He would really believe it too. He would say, I beat a Mustang today, you know, I beat this car, I beat a Corvette, I beat all this, you know. They weren't trying, dude. They weren't racing. But he's convinced that he's faster. He beat him. Okay, man, whatever. And we just laugh it off and go, all right, Matt, chalk another one up. So that was always an inside joke for us. I beat a Mustang. I beat a Corvette. And he never got the irony of the joke of that. You know, we'd say it right in front of him. He was like, what? What do you mean? What? You don't get it, do you? You think WWF wrestling is real, right? Of course it is. I need to go get one of those Honda Pilot, or Pilot. I keep saying Pilot. What's wrong with me? Odyssey. Gotta get one, man. I'm so busy. I haven't had any time to stop and gather my thoughts, let alone go shopping. I've been shopping in my spare time on Facebook Marketplace and what is it? TrueCar and a couple of others. Go! Lift your head up. Look at the light. And there are, you know, plenty of vehicles for sale out there, but used ones, man, it's just such a crapshoot. You don't know what you're getting into, and it's almost the same price as buying new. It's insane. So I don't know. I'm not real enthused on the whole used game. We'll find out if it pans out. I may end up getting new. I don't really want to suffer the $10,000 or $15,000 depreciation in the first year, which is how it usually goes, but yeah, whatever. Alright, front row parking again. See if I get anybody yelling at me today. Last time I did it, some random guy, I have no idea who he was, thought that he was an authority on parking and what was allowed and what's not allowed, and what you're doing is not allowed. He wasn't even from here. He wasn't American. He had a very thick accent. I won't say where he came from, but yeah, you know, busybody. And he was just adamant that what I was doing was illegal. You need to move it now. No, I don't. I promise. If management comes out and says so, then I will, but I'm quite sure you're not management. And you don't understand how parking with motorcycles works here, obviously, because if I put it out there in a spot, someone's going to run into it, knock it over, vandalize it, steal it. If it's up here, nobody's going to dick with it. Except for maybe management stickering me, whatever. Okay, I'll see you all in a bit.